So there's a group of anti-marijuana academics, and it's made up of doctors, scientists, researchers, you name it. And it goes without saying that that's kind of strange, because most academics are in favor of at least medical marijuana, but a lot of them would be in favor of decriminalization or even legalization. I know I'm in favor of legalization, not that I'm an academic, and a lot of other people are in favor of legalization. In fact, 59% of the American people today are in favor of legalization. Isn't that stunning? And that's definitely a positive development. Well, Vice had a great article earlier which unmasked the weird phenomenon of anti-marijuana academics. They say, quote, Vice has found that many of the researchers who have advocated against legalizing pot have also been on the payroll of leading pharmaceutical firms with products that could be easily replaced by using marijuana. When these individuals have been quoted in the media, their drug industry ties have not been revealed. So that's fascinating. And, of course, when you dive into the specifics, what products are we talking about here? Pain pills. So the pain pill manufacturers are scared shitless that their product can be basically defeated by marijuana. So they're paying academics to argue, no, marijuana is so dangerous and let's not legalize it, let's not decriminalize it, and let's not even use it medicinally. They say, quote, take, for example, Dr. Herbert Kleber of Columbia University. Kleber has impeccable academic credentials and has been quoted in the press and in academic publications warning against the use of marijuana, which he stresses may cause wide-ranging addiction and public health issues. But when he's writing anti-pot opinion pieces for CBS News or being quoted by NPR and CNBC, what's left unsaid is that Kleber has served as a paid consultant to leading prescription drug companies, including Purdue Pharma, which is the maker of OxyContin, Reckitt Benckiser, I guess that's how you pronounce it, the producer of a painkiller called Nurofen, and Alkermes, the producer of a powerful new opioid called Zohydro. So the article goes on to list many more doctors with the same conflict of interest. There's a guy named Dr. Mark L. Krauss. There's a woman named Dr. A. Eden Evans. And they serve on boards, and they shill for companies like Pfizer and GlaxoSmithKline, who are making a tremendous amount of money off of pain pills. Now, when you get to the numbers, this is where people go, oh, you're really fucked up. So these guys are corrupt and super fucked up because there are about 16,000 pain pill overdoses a year. Okay? 0 marijuana overdoses. So if you're blocking marijuana from being used medicinally or recreationally or whatever, but you're defending, as you are because you're getting paid by these companies, the use of Vicodin, Percocet, OxyContin, Oxycodone, you name it, well, look in the mirror, man. That's beyond fucked up. And understand something. Again, I always try to throw this out there whenever I talk about this. I'm biased against marijuana. It's not a drug I really, really like. Like, sometimes I smoked it, I was a little paranoid, a little anxious. Okay, I had a few good, times when I smoked it, but it's not a drug like I don't ever really want to do it or anything like that. So I'm biased against it, and I also, look, I'll be honest, man, I love the painkillers. They're fucking fantastic, and I always get mad when people can't control themselves and they're addicts and, like, they overdose, right? Because it's like, you're ruining the fun for a guy like me who I can pop a Percocet on a Friday night, watch a movie, and enjoy myself, and it's fucking awesome. So I get mad at those guys. So look, I'm biased against weed and for the opiates, but the facts are the facts, and this news story is the reality that we have a lobby that is vested in blocking a drug that should be legal, certainly should be allowed for people to use it medicinally, right? And it's simply because they're getting a paycheck from the people that make the pain pills. No, that's not okay. And the thing that I want to try to do is get through to the pharmaceutical companies that weed is not your enemy. In fact, look, I prefer that the big pharma companies make money off of marijuana over a fucking drug cartel which beheads people in the middle of the street and terrorizes places in Mexico and Central America. As much as I hate big corporations and, Wall Street or whoever, I would much rather they make money off of weed than fucking people fighting a literal drug war on the border. So why don't you get in on it? Why don't you invest in it? Why don't you make your connections and you get your hands on weed and you have sway with the government, lobby the government to legalize it, and then you make money off of it? I would like you to make money off of it. Okay, look, and the final thing I'll say is this. I think the fear that marijuana is going to, crush the pain pill market, I think that's bullshit. I really do. Because I've taken both. I know the symptoms and the effects of both. The high is different. The feeling is different. Maybe some people get the feeling where marijuana relieves their pain in a very similar way to the way that opiates relieve your pain. But I think it's a very different thing. Okay, I really do. I think some people will prefer the opiates, some people will prefer the marijuana, and you just diversify the market. It's not like one is going to get crushed and the other one is going to come out on top victorious. No, that's not the way. I mean, it's like, to me, hearing that argument is like somebody saying, well, look, because Xanax exists, or Klonopin, or anti-anxiety pills, the opiate market, Vicodin, OxyContin, they're going to stop making those pills. But they're not. People use both, right? Same thing with marijuana. So pharmaceutical companies, stop fighting it. Get in on it. You're not going to beat the tidal wave anyway. The trends of history are clear. Eventually, marijuana is going to be legal. Maybe it'll go state by state. Maybe a court will get involved. Maybe it'll be at a federal level. But wake up, dude. Catch up, okay? You're fighting a losing battle here. And the problem is this, man. Big Pharma is fighting marijuana. Big Alcohol is fighting marijuana. How funny is that? The old group, A Partnership for a Drug-Free America. It was funded by Big Alcohol and Big Tobacco. So this is drug companies saying, stay away from drugs. But what they really mean is, stay away from the drugs that are our competition. We don't like it. And again, it's not your competition. You can get in on it too. Hey, Budweiser, go buy some weed, okay? Get in on the business of it. So we need to have Big Pharma, Big Alcohol, Big Tobacco, and all the anti-drug government agencies like the DEA. They need to stop lobbying and funding these anti-weed efforts because it's just stupid and you're actually hurting people by doing it.